Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I want to fix up our front porch. You may remember hearing me say here a few weeks back that I want to fix kind of like a sitting area here under the roof. I'm not sure how much we'd actually use it, but I think we'd sometimes sit out here, which today it's kind of easy to think that way because it's really nice out here. It might be almost 50 degrees and the sun's out, but we do have this smokeless fire pit, and I thought, you know, that would provide some warmth. It would just be so cozy to maybe sometimes sit out here while it's snowing. But who knows, maybe we won't even use it, but I'm going to go ahead and fix it up. And I'm not sure how much I'll actually get done today, but I'm going to start on it. I'll give you a quick little tour of the front porch here. It looks terrible right now. We've had some pretty major winds recently, and of course that brings all of these leaves on our porch, and I don't always get around to getting them cleaned up. But I knew I was going to do this makeover, and I thought I'd just wait until I'm working on that to clean things up. Still have the pillows here on the swing. I really like this turkey that I had for the fall season. I hope you guys liked yours too. A lot of you actually bought this pillow cover from the Etsy shop. It's kind of hard to see them here with the bright sun. But first, probably just get things cleaned up, and of course put another plant in my wooden planter here. Really debating to keep this fern over the winter. I know they create such a mess, but I do have the skylight upstairs, and I'm almost wondering if I couldn't keep it up there. I might give it a try. So getting these knots loose turned out to be a lot harder than I expected. I really had to work on them to get them loose. I think if I see right here, I can just undo the first one here, like the front one, and then just at the top where the swing is fastened to the ring by the ceiling, there's another knot, and I think that's probably the only knots I have to, you know, undo, besides of course on the other side too. Oh, this is really annoying. I actually got stuck with my little fire pit here between the window and the post. I did not realize the glass top actually comes off. Should have thought this through, guys. Now I have a mess to clean up. My coals or stones all fell out here on the deck. I purposely turned it with the top, towards the house, because I thought if it does happen, at least I'm not spilling them out over the deck. We'll get it through somehow. Now let's see if I have better luck with the furniture. So let's take a closer look here. I feel like the furniture looks really low and kind of lost with the high fire pit here, but I think by the time the pillows are on here, it's going to help. I think it's looking pretty good. Looks like a cozy spot, especially by the time the evergreens are in here and some blankets, maybe a lantern. I'm really loving the stump. It's actually one that comes from a tree that fell down here on our property years ago. For years it was down in our fire pit. We used it as a seat, and that's why it's so nice and weathered. I knew I wanted some evergreens for the front porch, so I went to Fredericksburg Greenhouse the other day, and they're one of the few greenhouses around here that are open year-round, and I got some pretty evergreens. They also have really good prices. If you're local here, make sure to check them out. And they are an Amish-owned business, so I didn't really want to just be filming as I shopped, but I did get a few clips, and my vehicle was pretty packed and dirty by the time I got home, but it was worth it. I plan to put the spruce tree in this tan planter, and at this point I'm just going to put it in here, not necessarily planting it. I'm just going to leave the wire that's out around it and that other casing out around the base of the tree. I'll just leave that intact, and that way if I decide to plant it in my gardens come spring, I can then, remove that. Of course, I want to drill some holes into this planter for drainage. I've never used potting soil that was packed like this. Probably an easier way to do this, but for now this kind of works. I don't need a lot of it. Tree is so incredibly heavy. It's much heavier than it looks. I'll probably get MB to help me lift it up into the planter. John isn't here at the moment, so I think we'll be able to manage. I have this old freezer or ice cream bucket, like the kind that you use to make homemade ice cream with, that I painted years ago. In fact, it was one of my first videos. I always hesitate to send people to those first videos, but in case you want to check it out, I think I had used like a Vaseline method when painting this. It's really held out nicely over the years. To think that I have it outdoors, but I plan to remove the hosta that is in there. I hope you guys can hear me. It's so windy out here. But anyway, I plan to remove the hosta and add this little dwarf Alberta spruce tree in here. I think that would look really cute. And again, most of these evergreens I'll probably end up planting out in my gardens come spring, so I can always switch it out with a hosta or another plant during the summertime. So let's be honest here, the tree is a bit small for the container, but I think it's still kind of cute looking. I'm going to leave it for now, and if I just can't stand it, I'll take it out and put it in a smaller container. I thought about maybe adding something out around the tree. I don't know, would that help? I'll show you what I have so far. Still not nearly finished, but I'm really debating if I want to remove this chair here and put the rocking chair in the space. I think it just looks a bit full with everything right in here. So I'm going to switch that around, see how it looks. And the red twig dogwood here I want to put in a pretty planter. I really like the look of that rocking chair, so much better. To add some decorations for this space, I decided to start out with using the Hello Fall sign that had been hanging on the wall. I had actually made it using an old tray that I picked up at a thrift store, and I'm going to turn it back into a tray. And I haven't Mod Podged in a while, but that's what I plan to do here. I have some gift wrap that I'm going to put in here. After this is dry, I'll take it out to the shop and add these rope handles. Probably just use the brad nailer to fasten them. Years ago, I picked up this metal container, not sure what you even call it, but I picked it up in a thrift store, paid a few dollars for it, and I'm going to go ahead and paint it and hang it on that little wall where the Hello Fall sign hung. I'll probably end up putting some greenery or something in here for the winter season. I had some lights hanging on the back deck this summer. I'm going to remove those and put those out around the perimeter of my space. I had gotten this black metal holder of sorts at a garage sale this summer. Some of you guys may remember seeing it. At the time, I had in mind to maybe put a plant in it this summer here on the porch. Never got around to doing it. So now I'm going to put it to use and put a candle in it. I can always use it next summer for a plant if I want. I've had this home sign up for years behind the sofa and still love it. I just don't grow tired of it. One of these years I do want to refresh the letters, like they're fading with time. But I'm going to flip it around and see what's on the other side. I know at one point when I used to decorate more like primitive country, I think I had added a star and maybe the word welcome, but I may end up putting something for the winter season on the other side and then just flip it around for the spring and summer season with the word home on there. I started out by hand sanding this piece, and then I thought, well, if I use my electric sander, I think I may be able to actually sand off my word and the star. That way I have just kind of like a natural wood to work with. I quickly made a design on Silhouette Studio and then used my Cameo to cut it out. I know the lighting's not the best. I'm working in the evening and it gets dark so quick these days, but hopefully you can tell what I'm doing. For some reason my decal didn't want to stick the best to this wood surface, so I really spent a lot of time peeling my transfer tape off. The solution for that often is just to apply a coat of polyacrylic to your surface before putting the decal on. That's a good clear coat to use that will allow your decal to stick much better, and I should have done that for the sign here and I didn't. Too much in a hurry, I guess. I'll throw a quick tip in here, something I like to do when I'm decorating a space, especially a space that's getting a complete new look with different, colors and accents. I kind of create a visual, concept board or design board. I don't even really like to use that term because I'm not a professional designer, but I always kind of feel like it helps me to know, what looks right together. if my little accent colors and textures are, you know, easy on my eyes to look at and it's something I like, it's probably going to look okay. And then once I put it together, not always, but for the most part, I think it's kind of helpful. In this case, I think the natural wood sign with just a little bit of whitewash, the white letters, the white candles, and then the wood tray with that natural wood color, the red plaid, the rope, just a touch of greenery. I think all this looks, you know, great together. I think by the time everything's kind of put in its place, it's gonna look okay. I don't know, that's just my own thing that I do sometimes. Maybe everybody does that, I don't know, but it's not necessarily that you have to do that, but for me, sometimes it helps if I redo a space. I ended up buying a few pillows and a blanket for a pretty good price at Walmart for the sofa. I really just wanted to stick with neutral, you know, tan colors for this. We do have this North Pole pillow cover on the Etsy shop. I thought this would be really fitting for the rocking chair. I made this reindeer decal with the cameo that I want to add to this wooden planter. I hope you guys enjoyed following along as I fixed up our porch for winter. I'm still not quite finished with it. I do want to add a wreath to the front door, and then also I have that large planter out by the railing that I want to fix up for winter too, and I'll try to share that with you once I get around to doing it One more thing I want to film is the front porch in the dark with the fire pit going and the lights and the candles, and I'll try to get that clip in the very end of this video if you want to hang around for that, but I'm sure it's going to look really cozy. I quickly want to mention something that is going on with our candles. I know a lot of you are familiar with these two sizes that we carry, all the time. We have the pint jar here and then the 4 ounce. And what happened is Amy, the lady that pours them, is not able to get these little jars anymore. With a lot of things nowadays, sometimes it's just hard to get. So what we're doing is we're switching these out with this size, which is a 9 ounce candle. And I think these look so pretty. Actually, I almost like them better than the 4 ounce. I know it's more wax involved, which makes them more expensive, but they have such a sleek, nice, clean look. So I'm kind of excited about it. And because of the, having more wax in the smaller size, we are actually offering an additional cute little size. This is a 2 ounce candle, only in the Christmas scents. It would just make the perfect little gift. And also it's the perfect size candle if you're not sure if you actually like the scent, because you of course can't smell it before buying it. You could always just get the small one to be safe. And then if you really like it, invest in a larger size. And these would be perfect stocking stuffers, but we only have a certain amount that we're pouring and then they're going to be sold out. So head on over to my shop and check them out if you're all looking for a cute little gift idea or just a sample candle for yourself. And we do still have some Christmas scents available in this size, but eventually they're all going to be the 9 ounce. As always, I hope you're having a great day, and make sure to hang around to watch that evening front porch clip. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.